I guess we have to talk about Lowain, right? Before we play Charlotta. I don't know. I feel dirty, man. I think we need to sleep on today. I guess we have to talk about Lowain. Junior Gem, right now, are you still here? Gun to your head. Like, where exactly do you think Lowain is? Like, give me your opinion first, and I wanna elucidate how I'm feeling about, like, top 5 minimum. Okay. I was like hoping. Okay, I need to. Okay, I had a ulterior motive behind asking Junior Jam that question. I was like, people downplay their characters all the time, because I'm about to go on like a 30-minute rant about why Lowain actually desperately needs to be nerfed. I think, right? And I was like, it's good though. I can start the video. Junior Jam is gonna be like, well, I think he's good, but you know, he's got a lot of gimmicks that people, when you get to GM, they get a lot worse, something like that. No, he just goes, he's top 5. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, that was definitely where I was leaning. Junior Jam never downplays Lowain. Yeah. Will Rick not put Lowain at the bottom anymore? No. So yeah, this is, you know, I was incredibly wrong about Lowain, right? Now, I know that I said every time I mentioned that I had Lowain kind of in the bottom, like 5 or 6 of the cast, I was like, I don't really know what he does, but it seems like a lot of this, the only thing I do know is that, like, you know, there are things about him that are fake when you get better, right? So in my defense, I always said I was not very confident in the Lowain placement. I was just like, it seems like a lot of the stuff that I have seen is fake, and I don't know if he's got anything actually good. It doesn't seem to me. So I was horrendously wrong, as it turns out. Okay, let's start with weaknesses. Okay, now hold on. Junior Jam did mention a couple of good ones, actually. One, it's true, Lowain can't really convert into super in neutral very well. To my, like, he can't just, like, well, he can do that, I guess, but that's not, like, this is not, you know, he does do, like, bonk, like, auto combo into, like, this or something. It is not super inspiring, but, like, yeah, you know, off, if he's over here, I think he actually just can't do anything, for example. Yeah, his supers don't really work as just, like, neutral hit confirm buttons or something like that. And he also can't realistically take away 2 BP from an opponent with an SSBA, right? Like, he can do this. It can take away 5 if you had them. But, like, most of the time, people are not going to get hit by, if anything, they're not going to get by lava especially, right? It's like, this takes a brave point away, but, like, you know, Lowain, he's not as good at playing the BP minigame as other characters with his supers due to the fact that they are more restricted in their use. Also, it's his completely, like, meterless, resourceless damage and mid-screen is not very good, right? Like, this, as, like, an auto-combo, like this, he has, like, this special does not really function in combos most of the time, and neither does this one, right? So, like, in a corner combo, he does, like, basically this, right? Into eat or something. And that damage is low. You didn't even gimmick people and still got to master? Yes, very easily, in fact. I was, like, not even, like, I was very unfocused the whole time. Right? So, that damage is low, right? That meterless, resourceless, like, characters can still do way more than that, and it's because he really only has the one combo special without using meter, right? So, okay. That's it. Yes. That is it, right? That's it? Oh, and he doesn't get a safe jump off his UDP, which does suck, right? Isn't his 2H not amazing? True. His 2H isn't, like, it's not, I don't think it's, like, horrendous, by the way. But, like, yeah, his 2H is not good, right? It's like, it's at least, it's 11 frames, right? Any 2H that's 11 frames is never going to get, like, this thing. It's a little horrendous. Maybe I'm just, like, I'm thinking about, like, there's 2Hs that are, like, 14 frame startup, right? It's not, it's bad, though. It's bad. He doesn't have a great 2H. The hurt box is real bad. Yeah, fair. It's a bad 2H, but it's not, again, like, it's not like, oh my god, he has, like, the worst 2H in the game or something, and his anti-air conversions are still pretty good if he does get them, right? It's a weakness, though, right? It's a weakness. It's a weakness. But yeah, I mean, the rest of his kit carries it, but, like, the 2H itself is not a great button, right? That's it. Yeah. It's a working 2H, at least, unlike Lotta. Yeah, there's a lot of characters that have much worse 2Hs, right? Again, 2Hs that either have, like, similar hitboxes or hurtboxes, or, again, 2Hs that start in, like, 13, 14, or 15 frames or some shit, right? Which I would consider to be a much bigger problem than just having a bad hitbox and hurtbox on your 2H. But yeah, so that's them. Okay, well, I don't know, man. What's good about Lowain? If you've been watching, this is the best move in the game, I think. I think I've now settled on this being the best move in the game. I think this is the best move in the game. Again, if you don't know, Lowain has 5 different options he can get out of this. He can get, so he can get, the meat here, or no, the corn, sorry, which is 500 HP. That's a 30% chance. He can get the meat, which is 1,000 HP, which I think is a 20% chance. And then he can get this, which is 10% and 2,000 HP, right? Or he can get this, which is 8% meter and I believe 30%. No. My math is not adding up, right? 30, 20, 10. It might be like 20, 20, 20, 20, 10, 10, something like that. That would work, yeah. Anyway, the worst items are higher rates, right? And then this again is 10% chance and it's 30% meter, right? So the thing about this, right? I really want to. I've said this a couple of times throughout the run. I want to emphasize, if this was the only like this and this, it's mistranslated, don't mind. This is the 8%, right? If the only things could, if 5U was a 50-50 shot at getting 500 HP or getting 8% meter, it would maybe still be in contention for best 5U in the game. I'm not kidding. Do you remember when so I talk a lot about how Seox losing 2,000 HP in the Versuja patch was one of the biggest nerfs that any character ever got, right? All the biggest nerfs in the game's history went to Nier, and then like number 11 was Seox losing 2,000 HP, right? On a similar vein, if you gave a character 2,000 extra HP, it would be an insanely huge buff, right? If Lowain just like gets 4 corns throughout a match, which is not insane, like that's not super, he can, it's like built into his combos and she doesn't have to really try to do that. If Lowain like gets 4 corns in a match, he just has as much HP as Vasaraga, right? He just has as much HP as Vasaraga. The meter is also really good because his U skills are amazing, right? Which we'll talk about in a second. But the meter is also, like, even 8% meter, that's nice, you know? This one, this probably is the worst one, I think. This is the salad, I think. But 8% meter is still really good because Lowain has incredibly strong ways to utilize meter, right? Now, the problem with Lowain 5U is that it isn't a 50-50 shot to get 500 HP or 8% meter. No, it's, again, let me look up the exact rates again. But, like, we're talking about a move that doesn't exist. We're talking about a severely nerfed version of Lowain's 5U. That's not what that move does. Again, it's, yeah, 30% for Corn, so 30% chance at 500 health, 30% chance at 8% meter, 20% chance at 1,000 health, 10% chance at 2,000 health, and 10% chance at 30% meter, right? Let's not even talk about Spaghetti. Let's just say that, you know, at any point in the match, Lowain has taken any amount of chip damage, and he gets meat once. That's insane, right? That's 17,000 health on a zoner, right? Yes, Lowain obviously has a lot of set play stuff he can do. He can do a lot of fucky mix-up stuff. But, like, Lowain, in many ways, can play as a zoner, right? I would like to remind you, as good as Matera is, Matera's like the only like really good, maybe Eustace too, but like Matera has 15,000 HP, right? You could, if you want to argue Eustace is a zoner with 16k, sure, right? Fairy has 15,000 HP, Vikala has 15,000 HP, Vade has 16k, but he's not like, he's like straddling zoner and brawler like a little bit, right? Regardless, Lowain gets 1 meat once, right? Yeah, and no meterless reversal, that's true. Lowain gets 1 meat once, and he has 17,000 HP. And he's got a meterless DP, we'll talk about that in a second. It's not great, but it actually works really well in conjunction with his kit, for reasons we will discuss. And again, this is not me talking about, like, oh my god, Lowain got a single meat? That's so insane, it never happens! Right? No, it's gonna happen almost every game, at least once, actually. Right? Almost every round is gonna happen at least once, probably. I'm not even talking about high rolling on 5U or like matchups where characters have a very hard time stopping Lowain from eating. Fellas, if you have not watched The Climb and you're just here now, there were multiple rounds, and one of them against like a GM Smurf, where I had over 20,000 health. There were a couple of rounds where I had over 30,000 health on Lowain, right? I'm not saying that's common. I'm not saying Lowain is a 30,000 health character. But he's got it in him, and for Lowain to be a 20,000 health character is not that uncommon, right? That might happen like once every like 4 games that Lowain plays or something like that, right? I hit near 50k once, maybe, honestly, right? It's the best move in the game because it is the strongest win condition in the game, right? There is, if you're just like doing your thing and Lowain is doing his thing, and your thing does not involve stopping his thing, you are going to lose, right? I don't care if it's Lucy standing over on the other side of the screen, doing this, right? Lucilius is the rushdown in this matchup, right? I don't care if Lucy wants to just stand here doing this. If he gets to do that and Lowain just gets to eat and Lowain is missing any amount of HP or meter at all, eating is better than Blade level 5, which is probably the second best win condition in the game. I would argue. Blade level 5 is probably the second strongest thing any character can just like do if given enough time, right? I mean, it's better than Vasaraga Soulforge, probably, just because, I mean, Voss Soulforge is incredibly strong, right? Like, I'm not comparing this to, like, I'm picking out, like, the weakest, like, uniques and going, like, well, Lowain eating is better than that. It probably is better than Vasaraga Soulforge, genuinely. It's better than, and I mean, if you've fought Vasaraga recently, right? I do not say this lightly, right? But it probably is just better than giving your special moves 2 hits of armor and multiple times in a row. I mean, Lowain himself can also just do that and beat it, but, you know. It's just the best thing that any character can do in the video game. Now, what does that mean? So, if we all agree that eating is game warping, right? If Lowain just gets to sit there and eat, he wins by default. It is game warping. He has double your HP and double your meter, and if he just gets to eat by default, if he just gets to eat, or if it's a matchup where you have a hard time stopping him from eating, or if for some reason, for some ungodly reason, you try to zone out Lowain, right? He just wins by default, right? What does that mean? That means that everyone has to rush Lowain down. This is what I used to say about pre-patch Lucilius, by the way. If you've been watching for a while, since before the Gallium patch, you'll remember I used to say something very similar like this about pre-patch Lucilius, who got BL5 every single round, right? Everyone, yes, including Fairy, maybe like only Matera, but even then, I think Matera probably would have to do a lot of hopping and stuff, since Matera has the tools to do it. Like, even Matera, I don't think could just sit on the edge of the screen and just zone him forever, right? Fairy and Matera can slap him? Maybe. I don't know. Fairy, it felt like actually had to fucking rush, because Fairy can't zone from literal full screen. You know what I mean? But yeah, so almost everyone, if you want to be a little generous and say like Matera, I think can definitely try and zone him out, yes. Like almost everyone has to rush Lowain down. Problem with this is Lowain has a very good toolkit for stopping people from rushing him down. This far H has 6 active frames, this 2M is a really good low profile and has 5 active frames, right? He's got a nice poke far M. This isn't a great button, but it's got a good range on it, right? He's got a lot of good like stop sign type buttons, and also he has a lot of things that just make running at Lowain really annoying, right? Talk about the bros, you have to deal with that. You can't just like run through them, you have to like pick an option to beat them. The Catabot makes it, you can't just run or roll through this. You're gonna die most of the time unless it's spaced out very specifically and you perfectly time your roll, right? If you try to jump this, even though Lowain has a bad anti-air, you have to jump this in a very particular arc, which means Lowain almost certainly can 2H and kill you for it, right? So he has a kit that makes rushing him down incredibly difficult to do, right? It's not just annoying, it's also like, it's hard. Like, he has a kit that is designed to make it hard to just rush him down. You can't just like hold the dash button at Lowain, right? But you have to. You have to, because if you don't, he wins by default, right? Yeah, it's annoying to rush down Lowain with all of this, but it's much better than trying to beat a Lowain who's free eating, because that's impossible. So what that means is Lowain forces you to play his game in most of the matchups in the game, right? Most of the matchups in the game, Lowain is going to force you to play his game, and he's real good at his game, right? Not only, by the way, it's not like oh, I can eat or I can zone, right? It's like, oh, well, if they're rushing me down, I have to stop eating and I have to zone now, right? I mean, if you put out Catabot and they like don't jump it because they're afraid you're gonna kill them for it, he just gets 3 eats, guaranteed, right? Which can very easily be like 2,000 health and 30% meter, or so, like, you know, God, worst case scenario, it's 1,000 health and 8% meter off of hitting 1 EX special, right? It's got an 8-second cooldown. Right, so, yeah, I don't know, right? So, it's, even when you're rushing Lowain down, it's not like he stops eating, he just can't spam the 5 view button and insta-win, right? Same thing with the bros, if you get caught by the bros, Lowain gets to eat twice. Yeah, and then we talk about his actual specials. So eating is the best move in the game. Eating is the best thing that any character can do. It is literally game warping to the point that it forces every character to play Lowain's game. Now, his specials. The Bros is a pretty good special. The light one is a low, which is nice. You can also throw the light and the medium one out a little bit, like kind of back to back, a little bit, right? But yeah, this is a nice special, right? Again, it's one of those things that synergizes very well with eating, because it just like puts something out that they have to deal with. Of course, you can just like fireball through it and kill him or something. What Lowain can also do is like he can put the Bros and they can run after them, right? One of the best anti-fireball games with LM Bro summons. I guess because does he go under fireballs if he don't? It trades into them. Oh, I guess yeah. It'll lose to EXs, but yeah. But yeah. So you know, he can do this, but also you know, if you can also just like you can call the Bros, and if you decide to respect them, you've probably seen Lowain's doing shit like this a lot, right? Like you can call the Bros and like run up behind them, and even like, you know, if he gets there before they do, he can like do some fuck shit, or he can make it unclear as well whether or not he's actually going to have the time to like throw you before they get there, right? It can be a very visually kind of tricky thing. It's like, am I gonna be in block stun or am I gonna get thrown? Right? Like, and a lot of Lowains, for example, too, will do shit like this too, or like jump over, and you'll get throw baited by the Bros because you thought he was gonna throw you, and then he gets a full combo because the Bros have, for some ungodly reason, these guys have like an insane amount of hit stun. Like, I don't know why, like, you're stuck in hit stun for like 35 business days if Lowain catches you with this shit. I don't understand, but it is how it works, right? So like, he can use it as a neutral skip as well, right? But again, if you just respect it, he can also just stand back here and do this, right? So the L, M, and H Bros are already a very strong move that he has. And this is a real low, by the way, too, right? So he doesn't get like unblockables or anything, but it does let him be tricky sometimes with setting things up, right? He can like suddenly, he can low you like this, and then, you know, you have to watch out for that. But if he's jumping in, then he can time it to be a little bit funky and stuff, right? Now, this move is good, right? This move is a decent accessory as well to it, right? And then this move is quite good as well. But we haven't even talked about this guy, which is, I'm starting to think is in contention for straight up best U Fireball in the game. I don't even know. Like maybe Catalina U Fireball is better than this, maybe. But maybe not. Also, this might just be the best U Fireball in the video game. So what does this do, right? What could be better? Catalina U Fireball is really good, to be fair. But it doesn't, you don't get punished for spot dodging Cat U Fireball, and you can't use it as a reversal. But it is a full screen combo starter, right? What about 2B Laser? It costing the skill gauge. Well, it doesn't cost her as much skill gauge anymore, but yeah, Cat U Fireball. The only difference is probably better than Cat's U Frozen Blade. Maybe. The only thing with Catalina's U Fireball is like it is a combo starter from full screen, right? Like, if you get caught by this shit, or like, yeah, you can count Flame Carpet too, right? If you get caught by this shit, you can like straight up convert from full screen into a full combo, right? Which is a little funny, certainly. So like that, like there's an argument to be had here, right? But the point is that move is incredibly good, right? 2B only needs one from full screen. 2B Laser, fair enough. I mean, it costing skill. I always do. Like, 2B's U skills to me always felt like they were a little worse than the equivalents because they cost her skill gauge, but it is true they only cost 2 now, right? Which is a big deal, right? You can certainly throw 2B's U, 2 is way less than 3. But yeah, 2B will do less damage off it, but the fireball itself is still very good. The point is, though, the things we're comparing this to are like monstrosities, right? But this really does hold its own, right? This really does hold its own. Well, he's able to 2-1-4 U off U Fireball sort of regularly. I think, like, if you're up close, yes, he can combo off it if it's like, you can even do like close H or something if you're close enough, right? It really might be the best U Fireball. Who knows, man? If you run behind it, you can. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Maybe it is just the best U. I never did this. Oh, I never did this. Maybe that is just the best U Fireball. I don't know, man. Maybe it is just the best U Fireball in the game. Maybe I have to give it up. I did not realize, yeah, that this is not like, he can't do it from like over here, I don't think. Yeah, right? But like, you know, literally full screen, Catalina would have to spend 2 of hers to do it as well, right? But yeah, maybe this is just the best U Fireball in the game, I guess. You can't even jump. At full screen, you can do laser. They can do like M Catabot. Oh, wait a second. Can you get a combo off this? I'm learning shit. Oh, That feels like you maybe get a combo off that, right? Hold up. The sauce? Yeah, yeah. Junior Jam here to make me realize the character's even better than I thought. Oh, I mean, you get that at the very least. I think you can probably... Yeah, I think you can actually combo off that, probably. Oh, man. Maybe I can do another boys, I guess. I can go this into boys again, maybe? Wait. No, no. There is a... You can't roll it? Yeah, there is a... Hold on. There is a combo there, I swear. Feels tight? Yeah, but I mean, we got it earlier. And I think I could have... Oh, that was way better. Hold up. Even the fact that you can just do that from full screen, right? You can combo way easier from other plays. Yeah, I guess it is just the best U fireball in the game, right? I guess it is just the best U fireball in the game. Yeah. So why, right? So besides the fact that it's a combo starter as well, which I only recently learned, it also, I mean, it's in a lot of cases, if you spot dodge this shit, Lowain can straight up punish you for it, for the indignity of choosing to spot dodge it, right? As well, it starts on frame, I believe, is it 6 or 7 actually? I thought it was oh, it's 6, there you go, yeah. It starts on frame 6 is when the fireball appears, and it doesn't go away on hit either. So Lowain can use this as like a pseudo reversal. Also, Booger Soup, thanks for the follow. I use it as a pseudo reversal. It's kind of like a Vasaraga Soulforge, where like if there's a gap in your pressure, you can do this, and even if you hit Lowain, it will still hit you. And you may notice this is plus 85 on hit, which is almost exactly perfect for 2 eats, right? Trade versal, yeah. And also, yeah, it's true. It's plus on block as well. That's a good point. It's plus a lot on block. In fact, you can usually, like, unless he's point blank with you like this, like if you block this in any reasonable range, you can usually just eat and be fine as well. It can't be rolled, right? Because it is, like, it hits the ground. I put on hair gel this morning. Yeah, I don't know. What do you want, right? It beats. It's a, like, brave counter. I mean, you can BC it. Well, no, it's a projectile, right? You can't BC projectiles. Is that not correct? Fast recovery, yeah, it recovers pretty quick as well. You can BC it, but like, why would you do that, right? Why? Yeah, it is also, yeah, Lowain is out of the full animation in 25 frames. I don't know, right? BC to give Lowain more resources. Yeah. I don't know, right? It's incredible. And again, the non-U version of this move also very good, right? His meterless DP is bad in parentheses, like, kind of, because if I have Lowain do this, right? Wait. Right, you can spot dodge it like that and you're +2, right? So that, like, if you ever hit this with a cancelable button, nothing happens, right? But it is good against safe jumps. It is still a parry, so it's not like it is, like, you know, if someone tries to, like, jump in on your ass or something, they can't spot dodge up from there. So it is still a parry. It still functions against safe jumps as you would expect it to. It is unblockable on activation. Does this break Voss Soulforge if you... This is unblockable on activation, right? It's also one of the safest reversals in the game. Yeah, the recovery on it is very low, right? 26 total for the whole animation there, including... The recovery is only 10 frames. It beats everything. Yeah, it's an unblockable. So it'll break armor as well when it activates. So it's... Bad in parentheses, not really. Frame 1 parry, yeah, it's this one's frame 1 invincible, right? It's a meterless reversal. Which again, on a zoner, they don't usually have those. And like, you can call this a bad one if you want, but again, it's like bad in parentheses, sort of. And then the crazy thing about Lowain is he also has a UDP. And so that means that, you know, parries, usually they beat safe jumps, you know, they got their own, like, they beat safe jumps, but they lose to like throws and stuff like that. For Lowain, and then DPs lose to save jumps, but like you can't wake up throw them. Lowain can just do either on wake up, and you have to guess, right? So you can't just go like, oh, this is a character with a parry. You know, if I'm guessing reversal, I'm just gonna run up and throw them or something like that. No, you can't do that because he might do the DP. And you go, oh, it's a character with a DP. I have a save jump. I don't have to worry about it. Well, no, he's got a parry, right? And yes, also true. If you don't have a 5-frame button, if you're one of the characters with a 6-frame close L. And if you hesitate, he does U-wheel. Yes, exactly. So if you're one of the characters without a 6-frame button as well, you'll notice again, Lowain is only +2 after doing this, which means that if you and you don't have any, like, you didn't just block anything or anything like that, if Lowain throws here and you have a 6-frame lights, he just wins as well. So only characters with 5-frame lights, it's not even, if you don't have a 5-frame light, it's not even your turn after you spot dodge his DP. So against characters with 6-frame lights, which is a good bit of the cast, right? Like, I mean, you've got a 6-frame light, you've got a 6-frame light, you've got a 6-frame 2L, which is even worse, right? You have a 6-frame light in one of your stances, depending. You have a 6-frame light. You have a 6-frame light, and you have a 6-frame light, and you have a 6-frame light. I might have missed someone. Against, like, a good, like, 30% of the cast, his DP is actually just meterless and amazing. 2B and Fairy. Oh, I missed 2B. Yes, you're right. 2B has one, and I can't believe I missed Fairy. That one's obvious. But yeah, 2B does have one as well. Forget about that. I guess his worst matchup, Zoners, which all have 6 frames. I guess, yeah. Narm Genji, I did mention that one. I didn't forget that. So yeah, so his reversals are also just really good. His DP also has a low profile on recovery for some reason. It's not gonna matter most of the time, but it's just like extra, and it's also a low for like extra silly, because why not? She has a 6-frame 2L, her 5L's 7 frames. Yes, but she can still 2L. She has a 6-frame lights. Same thing does Vasaraga and Wellness, basically. It's even worse for her. In this case, it's not. In this case, yeah, because her 2L would still be this close L, right? It's still this throw. Sometimes you miss your close H punish because you're under it. Yeah, you have to, like, delay it weirdly. Yeah, so his reversals are also pretty good. And then this is maybe the best H fireball in the game. I don't know, man. This is a damn good M. I didn't even use this one. It's a damn good M fireball. It's very plus on block. It has this, like, crazy paralysis effect on hits that makes it very easy for Lowain to ever follow up if this gets a hit on you. Even on regular hits, you are stuck here till fucking God decides that he loves you again, which isn't happening. He has abandoned you. Just give it up. Yes, like, this move is also really good, and again, this fireball is straight up one of the best EX fireballs in the game. It wastes so much time for some reason, which again lets him eat very easily. The rockets are so spread out that it'll beat lots of U fireballs and EX fireballs. Right? I don't know, man. Right, and the U version of this lets him do, like, some really fucked up routes where he just, like he does some shit like, oh, you have to delay the 2H. I forgot about that part. But like, the U version of this is just, like, the full screen parry that his ass gets, and he gets to just, like, run behind this thing, and then just, like, eat a whole bunch, like, while it beats your ass, right? Corner to corner, yeah. And he can also just, like, if he wants, he can also just do this, right, for corner to corner. I think you get, like, 2 here? Oh, just 1. He has to confirm it off 1 hit, yeah. But yeah, he gets any hit he wants into corner to corner as well, but it doesn't really matter because he gets a side swap anyway, right? So who cares? But, like, he could corner to corner if he wanted. So yeah, this is also just one of the best specials in the game. Yeah, and then his lariat's pretty good too. This move is, you know, it's a pretty consistent hit confirm from, like, most ranges. Like, I think even if he, like, whiff punishes, like, an extended hurt box. Actually, that didn't combo there, right? Yeah, it didn't. So I guess it can cause him trouble. Certainly, that's fair. But from a lot of range, this is a pretty reliable way to confirm. And he can always do this if he really needs to confirm that hit too, right? But yeah, it's pretty good. And also the light one can be plus if you space it out for some reason. Like from tip of far M, it's just like +4. So, you know, it's a good combo tool. It's punishable on block. Like this is always -5 as far as I can tell. I don't think you can, like, space this to make it, like, safe. Like, maybe if you, like, go from all the way over here or something, but no. I mean, from there, -5, only, like, Belial and Ladiva are punishing you, but, you know. So it's also pretty good, right? And it also is just a really good mid-screen combo extender, too. I mean, we talked earlier about how you can just side swap whenever he wants, like this, right? Because of that, so again, Lowain's non-resource, non-meter damage is pretty bad. But, like, this isn't. This damage is quite good, right? Like, that's pretty good, considering it was full corner to corner, right? Only -5 on -8. Are you doing the M one? The H one is -5. This one is also punishable, by the way, in case you were curious. But yeah, I mean, this move is probably, like, the Zoe Laser is 4 frames faster than Lowain's, by the way, yeah. Let's talk about the H one. Yeah, -5, right? Look, -5. Compared to Narmaya, H Rekka. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this move is probably like the, weirdly, despite being like just a very good kind of like hit confirm tool and like combo extender and stuff like that, this is probably like his least egregious move in his kit, probably, like as far as the specials. But you know, there's also Human Pyramid, which Human Pyramid is kind of a weird reversal. Do 2-1-4U, 2-3-6H, 2M 5U, 2M 5, excuse me? 2-1-4U, 2-3-6H, 2M 5U. Oh, you get to eat twice if you hit that shit, huh? Wait. Is there like a micro walk in here or something? Gotta be like running up. From not corner? Oh, weird. Oh. Yeah, that's cool. I think it's because of the 2-1-4 U routes is definitely way better. I think it's the second best U skill. I mean, maybe. It's just hard. This is amazing. Maybe you could argue this one. I mean, this one also gives him routes where he eats a lot. I don't know, man. Bro has eating combos. Yeah, I didn't even play Lowain well, but I was playing a very bad... Everything you saw was me playing Lowain very poorly, right? Yeah, I don't know, man. Human Pyramid is weird. I mean, it's a reversal, but also, you know, if you're not chipping someone out, this can be, like, fuzzy. This can... like there are ways to answer him just doing his like repeated high lows, like it is all reactable, etc. You can still absolutely catch people out with this, but it's not like necessarily crazy. He can also die while he does this. Of course, if you're near chip, then this is almost an instant win button. If you're near chip and Lowain isn't, avoiding chip from this thing basically doesn't happen. Like if you're near chip and Lowain isn't, he just gets to close out the game for free, kind of, right? He gets to just do a bunch of this, and like if you try to roll that, it loses to this, and then you just die. And you know, the answers to all of these are different, and the slashes are not reactable. Also, it's a very good combo tool, Human Pyramid, because even top players get clipped by Human Pyramid. Yeah, it's a lot of relatively difficult reaction checks in a row if the Lowain is being tricky about it properly, right? But like, you know, you can also, I want you to take note of something here. If I just like do some Lowain combo, right? Bonk, bonk, bonk. Right, so we're at 4860 before the super hits here. If we go all the way to the end of this. That was what would I say? We were at 4960, and then that was 7840. So I did like 3K? Is that about 3K? Is what that did, fully scaled? He almost did the optimal. I'm getting there. I'm working on it. But yeah, so most supers, 4860 to 7840. Yeah, so it's about 3K. Most supers, if fully scaled in a combo, do 2,000 damage. Human Pyramid does about 3, I guess. Maybe you can do a little better than what I did right there. But, you know, it does about 3K. So it's also just like a better combo super than average. Though, to be fair, to get that, you do have to, like, hit a 2H, right? You do have to, like, hit a 2H to get the time to do the overhead there. But, again, I mean, wait, just Raging Strike at the 2H. It's not, you know, it's not that hard to do. So yeah, I mean, it's also a better combo super than average. Iggy is mostly a gimmick, though it's not even a reversal, right? But like, you know, you could Hail Mary and try to catch someone with this. You can do things like charge this into that and like true block string them and shit. Like Iggy is, you can do Raging Strike in corner for it too. Oh, can you? Like, can you just, great chip out tool? Iggy? Yeah. It's in a similar fashion, though I think the chip from Iggy is more avoidable. I can, are you sure? Bonk, bonk, bonk. Can you die while on Iggy? No, you can't. So that's one thing, right? You can just do 2-1-4H into 2H anyway if you clip them with random bullshit. Like replacing 2-1-4H? Oh, I see. Oh, that's probably more damage, right? And then you do what, like this? And then like some fuck shit from there. Like some dumb shit like this. Or something. I don't know. That was less damage, but I think I also started with... I did something wrong. But he can do whatever. Like, Human Pyramid is a great combo super. Close M, 2-1-4M? You get close M off this shit in the corner? Close M, 2-1-4M, close M, 2-1-4... Oh, no, you're talking about... Okay. You're saying after RS. Close M, 2-1-4M, close M, 2-1-4H, 2H, Human Pyramid. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. This is funny. I fucked it up, but yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know, man. So it's a great combo super as well. So yeah, he just like he's good at everything and he's bad at almost nothing, and he's also not just, it's not like, oh, he's like all round good. He's also just like uniquely, like he has like uniquely some of the best things in the game with like eating, with this fireball, you know, with like just his general carry, and again, eating and everything he has is strong, and then also synergizes really well together because the eating is really good, and this is really good, and this is really good, and this is really good, but they also all work together perfectly. Like you can put Catabot and then eat behind it, or this and eat behind it, or this, and it leads into fucking combos where he can eat apparently. So I don't know. Dude, who's better than Lowain right now? You ready to rock? Maybe like... He feels really good. Beatrix? Maybe. I don't know exactly where I think Lowain is. But it's somewhere in the top 5 for sure. I feel like he's higher than, honestly, I feel like it's higher than that. Like top, it all now, like after this, it almost feels like downplay to even say Cat. I think Cat. I think everyone has like their choice of best Shoto in the game, who they think is the best character in the game. Some people think it's Percy, some people think it's Beatrix. I think it's Catalina. I think you could probably argue Rick's contemplating top 1. I don't think so. I think you could probably argue a couple of people above him, right? I think Beatrix is I think it's fair, maybe. Personally, I think he seems better than Beatrix to me, but I think Beatrix is a little weaker than some people do. Winning matchup into Catalina, true. You could try to argue a couple people. He only loses the Matera maybe B matchup. Yeah, he just matches up so well into the video game. To the tier list, I don't know, man. Yeah, let's see. I'm still not sure what things I don't know if this guy's this good. This was more so I put him here after I did like 11k to someone in the mid screen. I think Wellness I think is good, but I don't know if he's quite. I think Wellness is probably very strong though, right? I am definitely of the opinion that Wellness is very, very strong. But the meme rule 34 bookmark, you got to do it. You got to put it on there. You think EX Grand is that good? I don't know, right? These guys are very new. He seems pretty good. Maybe not. Maybe he's not this good, right? But like, dude, Lowain is like at least somewhere in this mix. I think he's way worse than regular Grand. Maybe. This guy, take it with a grain of salt. Wellness, I'm like more. I think Wellness is really good, probably, right? You're probably better than Sora's, I will say. You're probably better than Sora's too. I don't know. Well, actually, I kind of on the mind that I think you are probably the worst of the 3 like godlike Shotos right now. Maybe I'm wrong, but I know a lot of people. Beatrix is a lot of people's top 1 right now. But in my head, she doesn't feel quite as good as these 2 to me. But yeah, Lowain is like genuinely here. This is not clickbait. I mean, Voss is real good. Voss is probably worse than both of you. I think you're the person with the highest opinion of Galleon. I think Galleon's very good. Also, no, I'm not. I think Elsa is the person with the highest opinion of Galleon, right? Doesn't Elsa think she's like here or something? Dude, Lowain is like actually here, unironically, right? Like Lowain is dead ass this good, I think. You ready to rock? I think Elsa is doing it for metrics, maybe. Like whoever, like everyone has like there's Shotos that are obviously very good. Everyone, like if you think Beatrix is the best character in the game and Catalina's not that good, you can do this. That's fine, right? If you disagree on Catalina placements, then fair, right? I think that Catalina, personally, to me, of all the Shotos doing Shoto things, I think I like what she's doing the best. But like however you want, I also no Matera needs to move up as well. The more this character's at least like here, I think, especially with what they did to her in the last patch, right? I think we need a tier between S and S plus, maybe. There are a lot of characters here, right? There does feel like there's been a lot of stratification, right? Percy's too high and B looks too low. I mean, there's a lot more, because like yeah, like here. Move the lower S to S minus, keep S. Lowain Loki top 2? No, for real though. For real. S++ for Voss and above? I like that idea. Because I don't think like these characters are weak, right? It really is. It even follows the naming. Also not Voss and above, I think. I think it's like this. He feels that fucking good to me, by the way. Maybe I'm wrong. Are they in order? If they are in order, really does need another tier? Yeah. He actually feels this fucking good to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but he genuinely feels this good to me. I'm not kidding. Why is Vera the hater S tier? She got buffed to hell and back. What do you mean? Right? Like, I know this is like, he actually feels like he's really, really, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe as time goes on, it develops like a lot of wellness stuff is way more dealable than I currently think. But like, I know a lot of the counterplay to his shit, and he still feels really good. But yeah, like, however you want, if you want to put Beatrix like here, and like Catalina down here, or if you think that Percy is actually not that good, you want to put him down here or whatever, right? Personally, I think it looks like this. The important part, though, is that I think Lowain is genuinely a top 3 character. I think he's probably better than Voss. Voss is probably better than Swords. Ooh, it's a hard one. But like, he probably is the... Gex up play? Probably there. I don't know. Him, this is an unformed opinion, right? This is an unformed opinion. I don't know about this one. He seems, off the top of my head, Grand's buttons with even more rushdown feels good to me, but the loss of 5U feels, I don't know, right? This might be up play. I'm not gonna stamp my dick down on this one, right? Belial definitely over Bubs, not gonna lie. They're both really good. But yeah, like, he's the point of, the point of what we're talking about here, Lowain. Lowain's this high. Genuinely. Right? Lowain is actually this high. Which I want it to not be the case. But like, I feel like I can't really justify many other characters above him. Right? Like, Percival is here because Flame Carpet is probably the second best move in the game still. I think this is probably still the best move in the game. Percival, he got the second best move in the game, and like maybe the most probably the most oppressive corner win condition in the video game. And you are here because I think you just have basically the best or second best of literally everything in the video game. I thought he was, oh my bad, yeah, this is the best move in the game. This is 3, this is 2. You're right. I forgot about this. I'm like, I have to like refactor my life with Lowain, what I know about Lowain. I've been saying that for forever, that Percy Flame Carpet was number 2 and you Butterfly was number 1. I'm like, actually, Lowain arguably top 1. I mean, if you wanted to do this, I don't think it would be crazy, but I think you just have like the best or second best of literally everything in the video game, and are like buttons. You have the best buttons. You have some of the best damage. You have like the second best Grand Blue Zone. You have like one of the best 5Us in the game. You have one of the better Brave counterbaits. Like, you have one of the better fire, like the second or third best Fireball or something like that. Right? I remember when Brick hated when I said Lowain top 1. I was wrong. Again, there's no, you're not going to see any amount of, like, ego or anything like that here. I was wrong about Lowain. I did not know, right? He's, like, it still feels wrong in my head. I'm like, no, he's not that good. But, like, the like, emotional part of my brain is like, Lowain isn't that good. He's Lowain. And then when I, like, just, when you lay out the character and discuss him, it's like, this is the best move in the game, this is the best U Fireball in the game, this is the best EX Fireball in the game, this is one of the best combo extending tools in the game, this is one of the best regular Fireballs in the game. At what point is, he has a really good kit of normals, he has one of the better combo supers in the game, he's got really good, like, at what point is he just, he's obviously top tier, right? If you wanted to put Lowain here, I don't think I would necessarily disagree with you. The character is just broken. Straight up, right? Like, what could you change about this? Needs to go away on hit like yesterday, probably. Alright, let's do this. I actually don't know how else to nerf him. Right? I actually don't know, like, he needs to be. I don't know what to do exactly. But like, this needs to go away on hit like yesterday. Everything about him is amazing, right? Like, this is amazing, and this is amazing, and this is amazing, and this is amazing. And this is pretty damn good as well. Like, there's not like one nerf where it's like, oh, if we just fix this one thing on Lowain, right? Get to the top of the list. Sora's, Lowain, Vossaraga, Wilness do not look like healthy top tiers. Remember when I used to think that Grand Blue had 4 tiers? I will say there's been a lot of stratification in the game as patches have gone on. The Versuja patch, I think, kind of reset us to a point where the game was relatively balanced between top tiers and low tiers. And I think over time, there's been some power creep in the video game, right? Like, over time, gaps have appeared, right? Gaps have appeared as characters, get buffed, as characters get nerfed, things like this. Like, I definitely think the gap between the bottom tiers and the top tiers is bigger than it's been in a while, right? It's still not as bad as before the Versuja patch, right? It's still not as bad as before the Versuja patch, But this is probably one of the bigger gaps in perceived power on my end between top tiers and bottom tiers, maybe ever, right? The eating has slight probability to fall off. I think making this RNG like just have a chance to be bad is just stupid and unfun. But like, maybe Eat needs to be like, okay, unironically, if Eat was a 66 frame animation, I feel like it would still be decent. Maybe I'm wrong. Like this animation needs to be like way longer, maybe. I don't know, right? I don't. So much about him is very good, right? But they buffed it to be like that. This maybe it was a mistake. Eat costs meter? Well, it gives them meter back, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. Whatever it is, this character real good. This character real good. Right? I don't like there's a lot. Right? Because this move's also very good, and this move's very good, and this move's very good, and this move's pretty good, and this move's very good. So I don't know, right? I don't know what to I don't really know what to say about it. Longer frames can help in the long run, so they can't match out as much. His 668 is annoying as fuck. Yeah, but I mean, this is mostly like, you know, this is like mostly enabled by other moves. It's how good the other moves are that let you just get a free side swap with this thing, like all the time, right? Yeah, I mean, this is not a video on how to make Lowain more balanced, I guess. But this is a video. Eat cost meter? I mean, yeah, it's weird to make it cost meter and then it gives meter back, right? Counter hit recovery? Is it not already? Like, is Eat not already counter hit? I thought it would be. Wait, hold on, Eat. Yeah, it is already counter hit, right? Yeah. That's already the case.
You ready to rock?
Eat gets a cooldown? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, right? Like, I've only recently come into the opinion of how good Lowain is as I've been playing him, so I haven't had enough time to think about. The eating feels like, well, I was gonna say the eating feels like the most egregious thing, but again, like, this thing is ridiculous. Like, it enables all of it, right? I don't know, right? I don't know, but he's very good. That's all it is, right? He's very good. He's incredibly strong, as it turns out. I apologize for ever having this character in like bottom 5. I didn't know, and to be fair, I prefaced it that I didn't know, but wow, I really didn't know. We live in a world where Lowain is unironically top 3, maybe better. Cool, man. Yeah.